And welcome back to a quick update on the Complete Idiot's Guide to Stationeers with me, 54 Bear, the Complete Idiot. Okay, updates to the base, minor piping changes, nothing of any consequence. Nothing happened in the power room. I do still want to get to that, but my attention has been entirely on the greenhouse. This bit here hasn't really changed. There's only a few of them that are actually in use. It was really just to make certain the script was running. And it is. So I've added in the rest of the Harvies. They're not shooted yet, because this is the kind of monstrosity I was thinking of. And they'll be a little bit easier to explain once I get inside and show you. Another thing, I've had to actually add some heating. Even after I changed all the pipes to insulated, it was still cooling the room, and I was kind of surprised at that. Maybe I shouldn't have been, because I've never tried running a greenhouse of this size, and I would imagine the number of hydroponic trays that are connected to the water network is the thing that is actually generating or sucking out the heat. I could be wrong on that. I don't actually know. But as a quick workaround, I just threw a couple of radiators on the incoming pipe from the CO2. The CO2 is a few degrees warmer, and that's been enough to raise the temperature a little. Okay, so this is 31.4. Temperature in the room is 17.3. It had gone down to 14, so yeah, bit of an issue there. Alright, not certain if this particular layout is going to exist, because I have dug out a room down there, and that is going to be my seed sorting room. Gives me an opportunity to do some crazy things with chutes down there, do the processing, and bring the seeds back up. Now, not everything is going to need seeds. There are some things I'm going to be growing specifically to generate volatiles. In the composter, and yeah, I'll probably need more than one. And switchgrass is a perennial. Once you've planted it, you don't have to do anything else. The Harvies will just keep on harvesting it. Same with pumpkins, same with tomatoes. So once those are planted, they don't need any more stuff in the front. So those ones probably won't get planted or replanted. Potatoes, on the other hand, they grow really fast. And as you see, I've got a good collection of poop. So we should be able to, and most of this is from rotted food, so it should give a fairly decent upgrade to the performance boost. And I did this thing with the chutes and the, some dummy water pipes just as a barrier, because I did initially have a railing in the front, but the railings have some kind of bug. You can't grab stuff that's really close. So yeah. I haven't programmed this sorter yet. The idea is everything that gets harvested from these Harvies, these ones here are going to be for mushrooms, and that's just to generate a little bit of cold CO2. That all gets run into this sorter. This sorter will be programmed to split out mushroom seeds, and they will come out this way. There is an overflow here, and then a bunch of windows just so I can see if it gets stacked up. So what should happen is the first seed will come in here, and assuming the Harvie's turned on, will go straight into the Harvie. The next seed that comes along will sit in this corner unit. The next one will sit here. The next one that comes along trips this overflow, and then it starts the process here. And then here, and then here. And then anything that overflows goes back into the sorter. So theoretically, there could be seeds always making a run through. My intention is to take off the corner ones and put like 5 or 6 seeds in each one, just to give it a bit of leeway. I've got lots and lots of mushroom seeds, and then I'll just run a bunch through there just to fill it all up. There should be a surplus of seeds for this, and I'll be using the same process for the other things that are going to require reseeding. These ones here are probably going to be just the perennials. This one here will probably be pumpkins. This one will probably be tomatoes, and this one will probably be switchgrass. And we'll see how we go there. I think switchgrass is generally rated as the best for creating fertilizer. It's not really that I'm going to need the fertilizer, but I need the hydrogen that it produces. You know, well, you can't actually see it in the bottom right corner because for some reason these NVIDIA things go out the way, but it's day 166. Haven't figured out a way of getting rid of those. There's probably something in the settings. I might be able to figure it out. All right, now I did remember to bring in my programming thing, so I just want this to look at the gas sensor. Pressure, that's fine. Temperature. Right. So that way I can just like go outside, look in and see what the pressure and temperature is. I'll also put up a couple of LCDs probably up here that will show the percentage of oxygen and percentage of carbon dioxide. Well, that's going okay. I don't have this Harvey turned on yet because I've got to do a whole bunch of naming. Certainly not going to make you sit through that. Also, I haven't wired up all of the grow lights. Turned out I kind of messed up when I was thinking of how I wanted to design this. I probably should have had the Harvies going lengthwise rather than across, because I don't get full efficiency from these lights. You'll notice this row are offset. That's so that they can share a common chute output network. At the moment, everything just comes from that and gets dumped there. I don't know why I have an input chute there. That doesn't make any sense unless it was just there for testing. But anyway, something like this will be in use for all of the ones that are going to need seeding. The ones that don't, all I'll be doing is collecting them, and I'll take care of figuring out what to do with the seeds and everything down there. The reason for having it so separate is that room down there, I've just got this idea that I want to fill it full of nitrogen and get it super cold. Treat it like a giant walk-in fridge. Think of it for food preservation purposes. Can't go through that. And there is another reason for doing that, is I want to put up a cryo tube, and from memory the cryo tubes require pure nitrogen at minus 150 Celsius. So I do have a bunch of nitrogen. It's nowhere near that cold. Some of it is actually quite warm. So I will need a cooling system for that as well. So that should be fairly simple. Famous last words. But this will be a 2-story, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 by 6 room. I honestly don't think it needs to be that big, but I figured I'd make it that big to be going on with, just in case I change my mind and start dealing with each row of Harvies on an individual basis. I would like to get a whole bunch of ferns in there as well, but what I might do with those is, let's see, I can probably explain it easier. So remove that particular pipe, put in a regular hydroponics tray and just put ferns in it. And then whenever I feel like doing any manual gardening, I can go out there and take care of the ferns. Ferns are useful if you want to create medical pills. Not much use for anything else. You can harvest them, but they're not food or anything. So you could just convert them into fertilizer. Okay, now I am running very low on fuel, so I've actually burnt through quite a bit. A little faster than I was hoping. It might have been a better idea to put some kind of regulator on the fuel input. I'm not that experienced with the gas generator, so I tend not to mess with it that much. I've run the two Sterlings quite a bit, and the temperatures come down to 720 from 1100. Turn them on again. What are we at? So we're at 36%. Yeah, the gas fuel generator is controlled by the base management circuit in there. The Sterlings are just controlled manually. I should probably put some process on that'll do it automatically. So what are we generating power-wise? 12 kilowatts. That's not to be sneezed at. And this room will heat up more faster than this cooling system can keep up with it. Some better cooling system is probably called for, but it kind of works for the moment. I can't remember if I mentioned this last time. This was this is a simplified version of the chute I designed when I was in someone else's stream. That gave birth to this, because one of the developers was in that stream as well. And we ended up with that a few months after they saw this. Unfortunately, I can't use it the way that I used to. And let's see, I don't have any chutes out here to demonstrate with. Yeah. Yeah, because in order for it to work the way I'd want it to, it requires using the input chutes and having them wired up. So let's get an inlet facing upwards. I can put another one right next to it, but now I can't wire it up. And if I wire it up, I can't put another chute next to it. In days gone by, that particular collision thing was overlooked, or it wasn't actually in the game. So yeah, we were able to clodge our way around it. So I can only get it to work with a single thing at the bottom, and I don't think that's going to be enough. Right, this is growing poorly. I suspect it needs to have some more shade, so I shall probably put a couple of walls around this once it's all built. This is just one I threw in there just to make certain that it was going to work. And yeah, anyway, that's it for this one. As I said, it was a quick update. Join me next time when hopefully I'll have the sorting room sorted. There'll be some crazy chute shenanigans ongoing, and if we're really lucky, I'll get into some crazy piping and plumbing as well. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one. 54 Bear out.